Stage fright, right? Something you deal with. A lot of people do. I'm Bill. This is Creative License, and thanks again for being a part of my little dog and pony show. My sponsors are Electro Voice and Promo Only, DJ Event Planner and Disc Jockey News, Perfect Portals, and of course, I've got this workshop for people who want to be better masters of ceremonies and event hosts called the Entertainment Experience. Stage fright. Well, it can be a pretty paralyzing, can't it? It's a fear of what people are going to think. It's a fear that you might be looked down upon. Some of it comes from how you feel about others who speak and the judgments that you have that you now are wondering if people have about you. A lot of it has to do with the fact that the number one fear in the world is public speaking, and death is the only one that's comes a close second. So there you got that. But stage fright is a fear that you allow. And like I said, it can be paralyzing if you let it be. But the thing is that it doesn't have to. You get to choose whether or not the stage fright or the fear of what you're about to do takes over and that allows you not to. It's like anything, right? I mean, first time you had to ride a bike, you were afraid of it until you did it, and then you did it again, and then you did it again until all of a sudden you figured it out, and then you weren't afraid anymore because you felt how natural it was. It's not that big of a deal. But it is just fear. There are some things you can do. There are some breathing exercises. If you haven't worked on some meditation can help. Meditation to help your mind remove itself from the fear and put it someplace else. Once you take the stage, remembering what that thing is so you're not worried about the next thing. That's one way to do it. Another way is, I believe that the fear of going on stage is a language that you've given it. I'm afraid to do this. I'm scared to do this. And your body reacts in the way the body reacts when it's afraid and fearful and scared. The heart rate goes up. You begin to sweat. You might get a little dizzy or blurry-eyed. These are the same things that can happen physically when you're excited, right? Excited and fear create the same physical stuff, right? So you can come at it from the back end and change the wording. I'm not afraid. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I just before you go on stage, just before you have to do your event, just instead of I'm afraid or I'm worried and I think things are going to wrong, but I'm excited because things are going to be great. I'm excited to do this. I can't wait to do this. So you can feed off of those physical things that happen to your body as opposed to let it make you smaller and freeze you up. And the other one is kind of what I talked about at the beginning. We're afraid of what people are going to think of us. And that fear can really paralyze a lot of people. So not going out there for fear of what people will think of you can be switched around when you realize that the real job of this is not to go out and look good, but to go out and help somebody else. If you're doing this job for someone other than yourself, then a lot of that stage fright goes away. There's not much you wouldn't do for someone you love. You'd throw yourself in front of a car. You would jump out of an airplane if it were there to help someone you care about. Well, when you're going up on stage and all you're thinking about is how I look and what's going to happen and if I'm going to screw up and if I'm going to be this and if they're going to think this of me, then of course you're taking all of that stuff and putting it on yourself, and you're going to have more fear. But if you can find a way to realize that the truth of what we do, especially what we do in a professional way, in a way that people will be amazed is that you forget about doing things for yourself and using all the skills that you have to do things for yourself. Now do it for them. You're out there to serve other people. And if you are out there with the idea that I'm serving others, as opposed to I'm getting out there to look cool and I'm not sure I'm going to look cool or I'm going to look stupid, then the fear can almost pretty much evaporate. Because now you just have these skills, these things you can do. You can talk on a mic, you can walk on a stage, you can play music. And as long as you're doing it for somebody else, then how you look, not going to freak you out as much. What do you think of this? Write your comments below. You got some ideas? I want to hear about them. This is Bill. This is Creative License, and I'll see you next week. Bye.